What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. You know, I'm conquering one of my biggest fears, and that, of course, is going over this Bray Bridge, man. This thing drives me crazy, and they've got wind advisory, so hopefully you guys can help me get through this thing. I hate this damn bridge. So we are 1 year removed from deja vu. Deja vu of us losing the San Francisco 49ers, having a crazy ass play to end the game, and feeling disappointment, at the very least, highly disappointed, in fact. And I want to remind you guys of something. I don't think y'all remember where we were last year. And if you go back through, you know, don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. Go back through and just look at some of the off-season headlines about the Dallas Cowboys, where they talked about the disappointment, how the Dallas Cowboys had the worst off-season in their history. Just think about that for a second. They literally, I mean, we had everything go wrong, from Jerry Jones' paternity suit to Amari Cooper being given away for a ham sandwich, getting rid of 2 starting offensive linemen, of course, Mike McCarthy questions on whether or not he was the guy to be able to lead the Dallas Cowboys, as far as being in control of the team. We talked about being nervous. Being nervous before the game, going in San Francisco, where they came to our house and literally just beat the hell out of us. So we had all of those questions and things, and then we had Jerry Jones, who seemed like he was setting up Mike McCarthy for failure. We looked at free agency, and you think about the big free agent signings that we did before training camp. James Washington, who had one drop. That's his contribution to the season. We had a fullback in Ryan Null that we signed, who I don't think ever made it onto the roster. And we had Dante Fowler. Dante Fowler actually did have a few sacks for us this year. But still, when you look at when you look at what the Cowboys did that offseason, knowing that we didn't do anything to really improve the team, the fact that we actually got back to the same position that we were in fact, actually a little bit better, because we were at least able to take Tom Brady out and at least get a wild card win, and then at least make it to the divisional round on the road against the San Francisco 49ers. It was not bad when you think about the lack of what we had done. Just imagine had we decided to go ahead and get a wide receiver better than, say, James Washington, who contributed more than just one drop. Seriously, what if the Cowboys had gotten one more offensive lineman, so that way they had a little bit more oomph on the offensive line? What if the Cowboys had actually signed a better tight end, a guy who could have been a security blanket for Dak Prescott? Just those little moves like that could have been the difference of being home this weekend versus playing this weekend. And this is the opportunity for the Dallas Cowboys to try something different and set themselves up for hopefully, I feel that wind. Hopefully doing better. You know, my wife always says, when you know better, you do better. Isn't that what you always say, baby? Baby. Okay, I think she's got her headphones in, so she's not hearing me. But when you know better, you do better. And thank God I'm past the peak. Whew, coming up off of this thing. I hate tall bridges. I like big butts, but I hate tall bridges. Okay, we're almost off this thing. Whew. Forgive me for being a little punk-ass biatch, but thank you guys for being here, holding my hand as I went over this. You can feel the shaking, can't you? This ain't no young bridge here. This thing is getting old. And the worst thing I do, I'm going to tell you, the worst thing you do, don't watch Discovery Channel, like, disasters and stuff. You see about these bridges that collapse, the people don't know about it, and they're just flying off of it. I actually was looking up how many people have actually driven off this bridge. I believe it's 19 people have driven off this bridge. So then you start thinking about all those things and it drives you crazy. But now, we're off of it. Okay, I can relax now. Here's the thing. Kill Dak Prescott. Go right ahead. Because you know what? He's just going to brush that stuff off. And he's going to take it and turn it into something better. But here's where we have to realize we're good enough to compete. We're just not good enough to win it all. And let's go ahead and say, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get ourselves a true, good play caller who can help elevate Dak Prescott. We're going to get some more weapons so that way we don't waste CeeDee Lamb's career. We're going to get another really good wide receiver. That's where I was saying, you know what? I wouldn't be adverse to looking at trying to make a trade for Stephon Diggs. Right now, Buffalo are all the emotions of losing that game. You know that there's some tension between Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. You've got the dynamic of Stephon's brother Trayvon and stuff, them wanting to play together. That would be worthwhile to try and spend a first-round pick to get another playmaker to help your quarterback out. And I would be looking to improve the offensive line. Offensive line's in transition. I would be looking at not just bringing back Tony Pollard, but looking for another back too to supplement what we're doing, because we do need to be able to run the football. If we go through, and instead of us going through at the end of the offseason saying that this is the worst offseason in the history of the Cowboys, how about we say this is the best offseason for the Dallas Cowboys, and go into the season having that mentality of feeling that we actually have the players that we need and the coaching staff to succeed. It's not rocket science. I look at the teams that are left right now. Clearly, the most talented teams in the NFL are left on the field right now. There are no, Johnny-come-latelys, teams that don't have playmakers. All these teams have a lot of really good, talented players. And that's why they're competing, and we're not. And if you're going to think that you're going to compete with those, you got to have the weapons to do it. Whew. All right, good people. Hope you're having a great day. We'll be back to being at the Man Cave tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern. We'll have our usual live stream. I'm not sure that we're going to do our live stream, our Saturday live stream tomorrow or not. We may have to do it earlier because tomorrow's my anniversary. With my beautiful bride. I'm going to take her out and all that. Do some nice things to reminisce how fortunate I am to have such a wonderful woman. Y'all understand that? All right, good people. Hope you're having a great day. And we're still waiting to see if there's anything about Kellen Moore. Peace.